Okay, happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you for being on. First off, I want to apologize that I haven't done a team Zoom in a couple weeks. Most of you know I was back in Wisconsin. I lost my grandpa, so I was back home with the family, just soaking it all in. So thank you guys for the grace of letting me be with my family and understanding and loving me through it and seeing if I need anything. It means the absolute world to me. And it is something that I never would have been able to do had I not have this business. So it just really opened my heart up to see what this business truly is to me. And it's so much more than the money. And I know when I started, it was 100% for the money. And I'm sure that's how it was for you too, that you're like, I just don't want to be broke anymore because being broke sucks. But the freedom that you get from it is just crazy. So this is something that I want for you guys. So that is why we're going to start doing these team Zooms every single week. Again, on Tuesdays at 9:30 Eastern, unless people are like, girl, that time doesn't work for me, I can switch it up, but that is what we have been doing. And yeah, so I'm going to go over a couple different things, basically like what my non-negotiable things are that I have to do every single day, no matter what. And there is a video on my YouTube kind of going over more in depth about how to do these things. But just kind of going over that and then really talking about your mindset, how to come over like being lazy or having an off day and getting back into it. And most importantly, how to go Ruby. So the number one thing that I want to talk about is what you should be doing every single day to work this business. So the number one thing that you need to be doing every single day is posting. You need to post once about the business opportunity, and it doesn't need to be this big long thing. It can be like, anybody wants some extra money. It can be super simple. So once about the business, once about the products, and once about something completely not It Works related. Okay, so that is the first thing you have to be doing. If you need help with that, you come to me, you come to your enroller, whatever it is, we will help you. Second, you need to be growing your network. I am not going to put a number on it for you because sometimes that really scares people, but if you need help coming up with a number, let me know, message your enroller. We'll help you figure out how many people you need to be adding and following on Instagram. It is the most important thing in the world. Think of back in the day, like parties or like companies that had like in-home parties. It would not make sense for them to have a party with the same 5 people every single day. Like it just wouldn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to find new people. So posting, growing your network, you need to be sending out messages, reaching out of some way. I don't care if you message for loyal customers. I don't care if you message for distributors. I don't care if you're messaging for host to post. I don't care what you're doing. You need to be sending out messages. I personally want to send out at least 100 a day. I do about 10 an hour, but if you want to do more than that, great. If you have to do less than that, great. Just do something, okay? You need to be following up with people. Following up scared the living crap out of me, to be honest. Like I just was terrified of it, and I just want you guys to know it is not scary. Figure out a system that works for you and go with it. Following up doesn't need to be this super intense, long message. It can just be like, hey, how does that sound? Hey, do you have any more questions? If you've been trying to follow up and they haven't been answering, don't be afraid to message and be like, hey, did I offend you somehow? They're almost always going to say no because you didn't do anything, okay? Or you can say like, hey, I've been holding this spot for you. There's a couple of people waiting. Did you still want it, or should I give away your spot? And that verbiage is very important because people are like, my spot? Like, what do you mean my spot? No, don't give away my spot. So that is really important to be doing as well. I'm trying to think. Posting on your stories is super, super, super important. There are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of examples in Rappers Posting 101 to get from. If you have any questions with that, you can let us know. We can help you. You need to be doing some sort of self-development, personal development, whatever you want to call it, good for your brain, okay? And this is what I'm going to talk about with like the journaling, the mindset, the overcoming the laziness, the kind of just like pushing through things. If your mindset sucks, your business is going to suck. Okay. point blank, it is what it is. Like, I wish there was a way around it. I wish there was a way that you could have a terrible mindset and have a blooming business, but you're not going to. It's just not going to happen. So every single morning, you need to figure out what works for you. Okay. So what works for me might not work with you. Yeah, Emma, thank you. I'm like, my brain is like dead today. I don't know why. So working with your mind is very important. So if you try what I do and you're like, this is annoying me, or it's not helping your mood or your mindset, then like figure something else out, and I can help you figure out other ways that you can do it too. But what works for me is I wake up in the morning before I even get out of bed. My Bible is literally right next to me, and I read my daily portion of the Bible, okay? I wake up. Usually I get my coffee, but today and yesterday I've been making my celery juice, chugging that down. And then I write out my affirmations and I say them out loud, okay? Affirmations as in like, I am enough, okay? That is my number one thing that I write, because that is the one thing I struggle with, is that I'm not blank enough, okay? When I first started, I thought you had to be blonde to be successful. So I would be like, oh, I'm not blonde enough. And I was like, I had dark hair. I'm like, obviously I'm not blonde, but obviously being blonde doesn't matter. So one of my affirmations is always, I am enough. It can be, I'm a great leader. I'm a mass enroller. I am great at posting. I am attracting new distributors every single day. I am a triple diamond. I am a ruby. I am whatever you are, or whatever you want your life to be, as if it's happening right now, okay? Journaling. So after my affirmations, I journal. And what I want you to do is journaling, think of it as if you're writing out a movie script of your dream life, okay? So like, I wake up to the birds chirping at 8:07 a.m. and I roll over, give my husband a kiss, roll out of bed, go make a quick cup of coffee, go sit on my patio, listen to the birds chirping, whatever, like in detail, okay? Like in detail, explaining your dream life, and like get it where you feel it. Don't just be like, I am debt free and life is great. Cool. That doesn't do anything for your feelings. You need to feel it, okay? So that is what I do in the morning. Sometime during the day, usually I work out and I listen to a business video, like some sort of training that a leader did. I listen to that while I work out, but if I'm not, I listen to that sometime during the day. And then at night before I go to bed, I read. So right now I'm reading the book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. A great book that I sent a couple of you to read is Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting. So good. It's a little bit like, I don't want to say like woo-woo, but like a little weird. Like some things are a little bit like hippie-ish. Not hippie, that's not the right word. Emma, how would you describe, like it's like a little out there. Like some things are a little weird, but like the basics of it is really, 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 really good. So that one you can get on eBay for like $3. I have one that I just finished reading that whoever wants it, just let me know. I can send it to you. But that one's really good. So I read every single day. I read probably 20 to 30 pages a day. My goal is to get through 2 books a month, if not more. And that's just how I do it. So the number one question I get is like, how do you motivate yourself to work, or how do you overcome laziness? How do you get back in after a bad day? And I'm going to be point blank with you. There's no secret way. I literally went live about this in Freedom Wrappers today. There's no magic wand that I can wave for you that'll make you motivated every day. There's nothing that's going to happen in your life that you're going to wake up motivated and ready to send out hundreds of messages every single day. Not going to happen. Never going to happen. Stop waiting for it. You have to be disciplined and just make yourself do it. If you're invested in it one day and then you're like, for 3 days, your business is going to suffer. You need to be disciplined and determined and decide that you're going to put your efforts in every single day. Do that for 6 months and then we'll talk. If at that point you're still like, nothing's coming, then we need to talk, then we're doing something wrong. But I will help you reevaluate every single day, and as much as you want to talk to me, to help you make sure you're on the right path. And that's kind of the next thing that I want to talk about is talking to me and your enrollers, okay? We do not know you need help if you don't tell us you need help, okay? I have been disconnected these past couple of weeks because of everything happening with my grandpa. But there are still a couple of you that messaged me and were like, hey, I know you're busy, but can you help me with this? Let me tell you, that did not upset me in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I am here as your leader to help you. I will pour out my heart and soul into you every single day. And there is a reason why my top enrollers are my closest friends, because we talk all the dang time. Okay? So if you want, not that I'm saying I'm like this magic person, but if you talk to me, I will help you through the things you're struggling with. Don't just give up on yourself because it gets hard. Let's figure out why it's hard. Let's figure out why it's not working. Let's try some new things, because you guys, if I would have let myself stop when it got hard or when it stopped working, I would have missed out on, I've earned over $20,000 of bonuses and an average of $6,000 a month. Okay. I would have missed out on a heck of a lot of money. You know what? I would have missed out on being able to say goodbye to my grandpa. There is so much more to this business. Don't let yourself stop yourself. And that's what I said, you guys, like, stop doing this to yourself where you put yourself in and then you take yourself out and then you're like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And then you're like, gosh, but I'm scared. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then, oh, but I'm scared. And like, stop doing that. You are worth so much more. I watched a video today, Cheyenne Knox, in January, you guys. Her paycheck was less than $200, okay? In October, anyone want to guess how much her paycheck was for a month? Does anyone know how much her paycheck was in October? 9 months later, after her $200 paycheck? You know what it is, Emma? You're muted. I can't hear. Well, you're not muted, but we can't hear you. I will tell you anyways, because your Zoom sucks. January, her check was $200. 9 months later, $24,000 in a month. So how many of you guys, she didn't have a team working. That was just like her customers. That's what she was making off of her customers, okay? She didn't have a team. So don't any of you say, oh, I can't make $24,000 in 9 months because I don't have a team. I don't give a rat's butt, okay? Find a team. We can make it happen, but you have to be willing to do the work. So I want to know right now, if I handed you a check for $24,000 in a month, what would you do? Put it in the comments. What would you do? Because you guys, you need to think beyond $100 a month. You need to think beyond $500 a month, because there's so much more. There's so much more that you're worthy of and capable of, but you just need to do it. Down payment on a new car. Emma, what the heck? You're getting a Lamborghini? You need a $24,000 down payment? My goodness. My goodness. Emma's getting a Lamborghini, guys. You can buy like 6 cars. Not really. You could buy 2 cars in cash for the $24,000, but not Emma. Gotta be bougie. My goodness. Shannon would pay off her car, Aunt Anthony's car, pay off student loans, buy a new car for me and your man. Yeah, you guys, like, that's huge money. Huge money, you guys. 9 months. In January, she saw no signs of life. Like, homegirl was a flat line. There was nothing happening in her team. But you know what? She decided that she was going to make it work. She decided that she wasn't going to let the enemy and that little voice in her head stop her from getting to where she wanted to be, okay? She wasn't doing it. And you can do the same thing if you make that decision, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Overcoming your laziness, you just got to do it. So discipline, count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make yourself do it. Make a list the night before of everything you need to get done, so that you're not like, oh, I should be doing something, but I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to sit here and watch Bachelor in Paradise. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do, okay? Yeah, I'm calling you guys out, okay? All y'all are watching it. I don't care. I was too. Not going to lie. I was just too. But you guys, you just have to do it. You need to be so set in making it happen that you're like, nothing's going to stop you, okay? So what I want to talk about is making yourself Ruby. And if you are not Ruby, or if you already are Ruby, building a Ruby, okay? In the next week. How many of you would like to become Ruby or build a Ruby in the next week? If you don't say yes, you're lying to me, okay? Don't lie to me. I know you're lying. I'm going to pull up a Ruby chart, and we're going to do the dang thing. We're going to figure it out. Let's see how quickly I can get my computer to work. Should have had this prepared. But guess what? Your girl's a hot mess. Your girl didn't have it prepared. So let's see. Oh yeah, I need to fix something. In a second. But let's see, training and business building. Where's Ruby? All right, I probably should have showed you guys how to find this, but I didn't. Sorry, I just did not. Okay. Download. Here we go. All right. Why isn't it opening? Okay, here we go. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, so here is a Ruby chart. If you've never seen this, this is a Ruby chart. You yourself will be, can I type on this? Oh, no, it's not going to work. Okay, whatever. We're going to pretend it does. Fill and sign. Does that work? Oh, wait. You guys. How do I close this? This is the button I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so you are right up here where it says you. Got it. Okay. So you need person 1, 2, 3. Pretend that looks like a 3. Okay. I have text. Let's do that. That makes it a lot better. Okay. So you're up here. We have, let's say, Sally. We have Ashley. And we have Betsy. I don't know where those names came from, okay? So, qualified leg, this right here means this person needs to have 400 group volume, okay? So, in every single product that is sold has a volume connected to it, okay? So, our coffee is $39, but it has a 30 BB attached to it, okay? If you sell in packs, so like say you sold a triple threat with 2 bags of keto coffee, the greens, and a thermophyte, that is about 120 BB, okay? So this, Betsy would only need to sell 4 of those to get to 400, okay? So Betsy, Ashley, and Sally each need to have 400. But as a group total, you need the 2,000, okay? So we're gonna say that Betsy and Ashley and Sally each get their first 4 customers. They have the 400 done, okay? So the reason that they have that is by reaching out to their friends and family and saying like, hey, I just started working with this health and beauty company. I need someone to test something for 90 days. You get my discount. Will you give me your honest opinion, okay? And we put together a package depending on what they want and go from there, okay? So each of them have 400. So this one has 400 done. Ashley has 400. Sally has 400. Okay. Now, that's only 1,200 of the 1,800, okay, or of the 2,000. So you still need 800 left. You still need 800, okay? Here's what's cool though. That is group volume. So say Sally really isn't doing much. Like she just isn't really taking off, but Ashley signs Leah, Liz, and Alyssa, okay? If we get each of them their first 4 customers into the 400 club, guess what? That's an additional 1,200 in volume. Right there, you're Ruby, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, great, this all sounds wonderful. How the heck do I find these distributors? If you're thinking that, I want you to put in like a 1 in the comments or in the chat, okay? If you're like, that all sounds wonderful, but where the heck do these people come from? Okay? Yeah, don't lie. I know you guys are thinking that because I thought that too. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to write down a list, and I want a picture of it tonight, okay? So I want a picture of it. I want you to write down a list of 25 people that you know in real life or that have talked to before about the business that you're like, they would be actually really good. I want you to think of 25 people that have $100, or you think they do, or could find it, that are nice, hardworking, and you would thoroughly enjoy working with, okay? Because what we're going to do, we're going to reach out to them, but not just the regular message. We're going to put our thoughts into it. We're going to put our heart and soul, because you guys, they are worthy of that. And that is the way to get the distributor. So many people ask me, how do you sign distributors so often? The reason is because I pour my heart and soul into them. I don't just say whatever the heck I think they want me to say, okay? I tell them how it is. I talk to them like they're my best friend. And that is how it should be. So I want you to list that 25 people. I am working on getting the 7-day boot camp up into our Rappers Posting 101 tomorrow. I am just having to work out a couple quick details with that, but I am getting that up. It is going to be great. Big things are happening, you guys. You just need to speak it into existence, okay? So I hope this was helpful for you. Does anybody have any specific questions about anything? Anyone? No? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording right now. So thank you guys so much for having on. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me, and we will talk soon.